Hello stampers and crafters, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah McGuire from Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today's card is this one. It is a super fun card because it is a fun fold. This is called a Joyfold card, and I got the idea from Tami White. You can see her project linked in the description of this video, but I'm going to show you exactly how to make this card perfect for fall. So if you want to see how to make it, please keep watching. So for our card today, we're going to be using the Autumn Leaves bundle that comes from the All About Autumn suite, which is new in the September to December mini catalog, which launches September 6th. So all these products will be available September 6th. The cardstock I'm using and the ink, things like that are available now, but most everything I'm using is not available until September 6th. This is my favorite suite in the new mini. I'm going to show you how to make this card. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm move my stamp set aside. We're going to talk about our cardstock. So I have a piece of copper clay that is 8.5 by 4 1/4. You can get 2 card bases from 1 sheet of cardstock. All the measurements, all the details are on my blog. Just click the link in the description of this video to head straight to this blog post for this project. My copper clay base is scored right here at 3 inches. We're just going to fold that over. And then I have a piece of early espresso that is 8.5 by 3 1/4, and we're going to fold that as well. This is actually going to go like this. It's going to be our inside. So this is the basics for our card base here. Show you this card again. So it's really simple, but it's a really cool technique. So we're going to put our card base together first. We are going to do a little bit of stamping. That is the inside. This goes on the outside and this goes on the back part there. So I'm going to grab my stamp set. I'm going to grab the I'm Thankful stamp, which is here. And I'm going to grab the for all that you do stamp. And we're just using one ink color. I'm going to grab a G block and put that little for all that you do on there. And then a C block for the I'm Thankful. And we're just going to grab our early espresso. We'll do our stamping first because it is quite simple. So I'm going to take my very vanilla. Again, all the measurements are on my blog. I'm going to ink that up in early espresso. Stamp it right there in the middle, and I think on the inside of this, yes, I did do a leaf. So we'll grab our leaf out of here and put that on a D block. Ink this guy up. And this is just a really cool stamp set. You don't have to do much. I'm going to ink or stamp it kind of off the edge of the card there. But see how that you get that almost texture from just stamping. It's really neat. So then I'm going to take the I'm Thankful onto a scrap piece of very vanilla, and all I have are ginormous ones. Here's one here. I think this will work. Just inking this up. Stamp it right there in the middle because we are going to die cut that part out. Close my ink pad because that is it for stamping. So move these aside, and we can put our layers at least together before I have to die cut that out. So I'm going to grab my seal, and I have this beautiful All About Autumn designer series paper. You could use the other side too. They're both gorgeous. I'm going to put this one down right on our copper clay base here. So right there, and kind of centering it. And then we can put this piece on our early espresso. Again, kind of centering it. Then we can stick this down to our card. Now you only want to put adhesive on the one side of it because that way this will be able to open. I'm going to stick that kind of right in the center. And then we can put, I'm going to get my bone folder and just burnish that edge. We can put our designer series paper, and that side's beautiful too. You can really use whatever part of the paper you want to use. I had a hard time choosing because they are just so pretty. And then for this panel here, I did go ahead and emboss a panel from using the Distress Tiled 3D embossing folder, which is also a part of the All About Autumn suite. And I did actually cut a label, so I can do that again. I'll stamp that again just right on my label because it's already cut out from the Autumn Leaves bundle. There are some awesome dies in this Autumn Leaves die set. So you have all the leaves here, and then you have a couple of labels too. So that's what I used to die cut that. Now we can just put everything together. I've also die cut a few leaves here, and I die cut a big one from the oxidized copper paper, which is also a part of the suite. I'm literally using all of the suite on this card, but it's just so good. It's so pretty, and I love fall. Fall is my favorite. So I'm going to stick this piece right on top there, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to move these because I feel like I'm going to put the card or my hand or something in it. Before we stick this down, I want to grab a little liquid glue for our stem here because it's going to layer right onto our leaf. I'm going to be very careful. I'm not going to squeeze too hard. Just going to get a little bit of glue out. And I'm not putting a ton on, just enough for this to really stick. And I'm not going down the stem either because that hangs off of the leaf. I got a little too much there. That should be good. I'll just layer it on there. I did get some glue on the outside of that, but this glue dries clear, so that's okay. And if it comes off or comes up a little bit, I'm actually okay with that. It gives it a more detailed look, but I'm putting a block on there just for a second so that that can dry a little bit. And while I do that, we can get some adhesive on the back of these leaves. I'm not putting dimensionals on them only because I put dimensionals on the back of the sentiment, and I don't want too much popped up, just enough to where it gives it a little bit of dimensions. Putting a little bit of seal on the back of this leaf. I'm just going to kind of angle it, and then we can put our other copper clay leaves over the top of that. I'll put this one down a little bit. Then we can put dimensionals on our sentiment. And put this right over like that. We're not done yet because I want to add a few of the adhesive back speckled dots, which, surprise, surprise, are a part of the All About Autumn suite. I'm going to go for the pecan pie ones, which are also pretty coppery. I'm just going to add 3 kind of randomly. I did do 5 on there. I'm going to do 3 this time. I thought 5 was a little bit much, so we're going to do 3 this time. You can do however many you want, and that's our card. So I hope you enjoyed this card tutorial today, and you know what? I want to burnish that edge too because it keeps kind of popping up, so we're going to do that. There, it sits better. So I hope you enjoyed this card today. Be sure to check out Tami White's blog. The link is in the description of this video to see her project on this. So many different ways you can use this layout and this fun fold. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.